I had all type of scholarships, and I blew it. Basically because I had to go rob houses to be able to put shoes and clothes on my back.
Palmer. How long you been here at Centinela?
Since like 2016.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right, so you were here during the pandemic and everything.
yeah, I was here throughout the pandemic. Well, I left in 2019 and came back 2020,
Okay.
and then that's when the pandemic really hit in 2020.
So what was it? What was it? What was it like in here in terms of recreation and in terms of visitation?
It was kind of like a disconnect from the world, from the family, everything. We was kind of like trapped because they didn't know how to handle it. Nobody knew what to do. Nobody knew how to handle it, and we ended up with the short end of the stick. So it was like we couldn't see our families, we couldn't interact with them. It was hard to communicate with them. So it's like everybody was scrambling.
Right, right. So when you did get visitation, what was the visitation like?
It was bad. It was like the kids couldn't come play with you. They get excited and want to see their parents, and they crying because they keep telling them they got to stand on the other side of the table. You couldn't hug them and kiss them and all that stuff. It was bad for a while. Couldn't play no board games. There was no food. It was just water.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was 2 hour visit, just water.
Gotcha. So what like a program like we got here between the lines, like us coming in, like what does that mean to you or
Uh,
to the guys?
that helped us a lot. It let us know there's people out there that actually do care, that want to come in and interact with us, opposed to just everybody just forget that people done broke the law and they in prison and just like, oh, well, leave them in there and let them be. But it's people like y'all that care and come out, have a little fun with us, talk to us, give us a little motivation to want to come do better.
So what would you say to anybody on the outside that questions like why we would come in or why we would do this? Like what's a common misconception?
The best thing for them to do is come and see for themselves, so they could get an understanding. Because everybody is going to be on a stereotypical basis, based on its inmates,
Right.
and we in here for violent crimes, non-violent crimes. So people just have to come in and see for themselves
Right.
that it's not what they think it is.
Right.
That's it, really.
So what do you look forward to doing upon release?
I gotta go get a hold of my son so I don't lose him to the streets like my parents lost me to the streets.
Right.
That's my main focus. So I got a wife to go home to, and I got to get a hold of my son and get him out them streets
Right.
because it's a cycle. And when we was younger, we didn't understand the cycle. We was told that we end up dead or in prison as gang members, but we didn't understand it until you go through stuff and you facing them trying to take your life away and all these things. Only a few of us slip through the cracks.
So what if you had to pinpoint some of the societal circumstances like on the outside that led to you being here, like like what are the some we always talk about what happens, the effects, and like we always look at what happens after the fact, but like what do you think is it poverty, is it what
Yes,
is it like, what are some of the circumstances that kind of like
growing up
led
with
to you
no
being
money, everybody resort to the streets. That's basically it. Growing up with no money, you resort to the streets. Parents in and out of prison, moms struggling. So
here?
it's like really it's bad because we grew up broke.
Mm,
So our first nature was robbing. We didn't have no shoes,
mm,
stealing, gambling. That was first nature for us. Based on it was like we couldn't go home and be like, Mom, can you buy me some shoes?
right,
Dad, can you buy me some shoes? We couldn't even go home and say nothing to our dad. They was in prison, in and out of prison. So it was like really was a money issue
right, right.
growing up.
So what if you could do anything on the outside, like you said get get with your son, but in terms of like your passion or profession, like what's something that you would love to do or
I
want
mean,
to get
I
into?
would rather go coach. I've been playing football, baseball my whole life, and I had all type of scholarships, and I blew it. Basically because I had to go rob houses to be able to put shoes and clothes on my back. And I would get back with some of the kids. I know a lot of the kids is knuckleheads, but it would be better me being who I am from where I came from. Them hearing it from me, it's a lot different than them hearing it from somebody that's just telling them, "Oh, you're gonna end up dead or you're gonna end up in prison." But somebody that actually went through it and they done grew up hearing stories about it,
Mm,
so they would understand it differently.
gotcha.
So I wouldn't mind helping out the youth, getting like a program like y'all. Like I
Hmm.
wouldn't mind doing something like that. because it helped.
Right.
Especially it, like us, kind of got to us too late, but them out there, they could be saved. The next generation can be saved.
Word. Okay. So, what do you have a current date?
Yeah, next year, October.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. Well, when you get out, man, like that's one of the things we come in here, but we're all real people on the outside, so we want to, just extend any of our resources on the outside to you as well. So, so stay tapped in with us, bro. We appreciate you talking to us.
I think.
Thank you, bro. For real.
All right.
Wow. Right.